Hey guys, what's going on? October 30th, I'm gonna awkwardly stall for a few seconds while people jump on. There's something about these live broadcasts that just, they like go viral, and they're really easy to do, so I hope you guys like them. But anyway, let's talk about some news, some 4D news today. Paul Manafort turned himself into the FBI, and I think this is an absolute genius move. Because we kind of speculated the other day. It was like, is it going to be Podesta? Of course, everybody was hoping Clinton. And I heard Paul Manafort as a speculation by some people. And after looking at what's going on, it seems to make absolute sense because with Paul Manafort turning himself in, being the sacrificial lamb, you could say, what that means is that the Podesta group also has some eyes on him because with Paul Manafort going down, you could say, if he's even down, he's just under house arrest. So it's almost as if this was a chess move, right? The lobbying firm of the Podesta Group is one of the unnamed companies in the grand jury indictment of former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort. So with Manafort basically turning himself in, whose eyes does that make us go towards? Ooh, Tony Podesta. Ha ha ha, beautiful, right? So Tony Podesta then steps down from heading the Podesta Group today. And it's funny because literally like yesterday, Tony Podesta was at Hillary Clinton's birthday party. So, they're at the birthday party. The next day, Tony Podesta steps down because Paul Manafort turns himself in and he's got eyes on him. So, whether Tony Podesta is running, dude could just be trying to book it for his freedom. Or I saw this by way of George Webb, actually, could be that Tony Podesta was given immunity. We can't really rule anything out these days, but regardless, dominoes are falling. So this is a good thing. And now I want to talk about Kevin Spacey. So this is something, obviously, it's been blown up in the media the past day, but Kevin Spacey's so-called pedophile sex assault, and then he just claims, oh, I'm gay, I was drunk, and I'm gay. And this brings me to a very crucial discussion that I've had a couple times over the past few days, so I want to have it again here, because it's very important. Everything that's going on in Hollywood right now, Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, however many other people are, getting allegations against them for sex abuse, all of this, in my opinion, is simply smoke and mirrors for the real pedogate, the real nasty shit that's going on. So, let me phrase it to you this way. Everything we see coming out of Hollywood, I don't want to make it sound like it's okay, but I'm going to say it's, quote, minor, all right? It's a little bit of groping, some sex assault, things that would ruin one person, but it's not conspiratorial against a whole group of people. And all the eyes right now are turned towards Hollywood. All the public's eyes are turned there. But the real pedogate, I have IC right here. It goes on in the intelligence community. There's a video that I'm going to link below, a YouTube video that I just found today of a man named John, hopefully I get his name right here, John Kiriakou. But he's basically a former CIA agent who this YouTube video is of, and he's discussing how the CIA and the intelligence community at the highest levels supply not only adults but children prostitutes for elite pedophiles. That's how they compromise them. I mean, if the politician or, high-level elite person isn't just into the shit, that's how they compromise them is, get them drunk, drug them, set up a camera, film them with a kid, boom, they can blackmail them for life. So that's the real pedogate. It's child sex abuse, human trafficking, organ trafficking, right? All of that dark stuff that people, it's nasty, people like to shy away from it, but we can't. So all this stuff coming out in Hollywood just seems to be like smoke and mirrors so they can, I made this metaphor to somebody earlier today. What they're doing is trying to release the pressure. Right? Enough people are waking up to the spirit cooking and the sacrificial practices of the Luciferian elite that they need to release some of that pressure. So what they're doing is opening it up a little bit. You'll notice that Harvey Weinstein's allegations surfaced in the New York Times. Why would the mainstream media be the ones to report it? It's kind of weird. You'll also notice that the mainstream media is still reporting a lot of stuff that's coming out of Hollywood. And I'll also make a note of Corey Feldman here. You know, as much as I, at first, you know, really felt for the guy, I've seen some very interesting things the past couple days that suggest maybe Corey Feldman is playing us all. Maybe he's another one of the fronts. You know, why is he needing $11 million for a documentary? Didn't take that much to film a documentary, and why doesn't he just name names? I mean, there's a lot of reasons, security reasons and whatnot. So I'm hoping he's true, but again, could be otherwise. So, and it makes sense with this whole situation that all this stuff being blown out of Hollywood, it's just releasing the pressure. So the real pedogate that goes on in the intelligence community with all the human trafficking doesn't explode. The stuff that really implicates Hillary Clinton, implicates some of the high-level, not only Democrats, the Podestas, but the Republicans as well. And that leads me to my next point. Somebody just put a comment. Feldman stated Pizzagate was a hoax about 2 months ago, back in August. Not only did he state Pizzagate was a hoax, but I believe he was a Clinton supporter. So that's another thing that, you know, again, leads me to believe that smoke and mirrors, folks smoke and mirrors. And again, it's not only taking down the Democrats, which Podesta, I would guess, would be very soon, and that just leads to, you know, Hillary Clinton. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's never going to happen, it's never going to happen. Patience, people, patience. It's a very intertwined web that's being unraveled right now. But anyway, it doesn't only implicate the Democrats, it implicates the Republican parties, which is the beautiful thing. It ends that bullshit duality that a lot of people are still caught up in. So you'll notice lately the Bushes and McCain are being heavily featured on a lot of liberal news outlets, CNN, NBC, CBS, and they're all attacking this current Trump administration. Not only are Republican politicians, establishment Republican politicians doing that, but mega donors, Republican mega donors like Paul Singer and this guy Seth Klarman, they are both recently coming out against Donald Trump, and the whole political system is failing. And this is another point I make to a lot of people. Love or hate Donald Trump, you know, I didn't vote for the dude. Whatever happens, happens, right? You can't deny that the political system is failing. It's being exposed. Hollywood's being exposed. All of this stuff, the real pedogate's being exposed. Like, a lot of great things are happening. So you need to count your blessings, okay? Donald Trump isn't in there to fix it because we don't have a system that we can fix. This system was never meant to be for us, so we can't fix it, okay? We've got to break it. Got to burn it. And that's exactly what Donald Trump is doing, is he's burning the old system down and he's letting it expose itself, okay? Beautiful thing. I support that the whole way, right? And then if we get to a point where, okay, the system's on fire, then we can completely absolve the Donald Trump presidency and then move into more of a republic where we don't even need a president, if a government eventually. So, boom, someone said he's our fall guy. Exactly. So keep that in mind as we see the Republican and Democrat parties crumbling. Don't worry. I've talked to a lot of people recently that are like, oh, the world's screwed up, the world's screwed up. No. Well, yes, but it's getting fixed, okay? You got to see that. And you have to do this 40 news and behind the scenes stuff to get it. So, good stuff. And lastly, I want to discuss, it's a lot of politics that we got into, and I just want to discuss fake gold in Canada. Lastly here, I saw this on Zero Hedge, and apparently at the Royal Canadian Mint, they found some gold bars that were fake gold. And this article says it could be huge, and that's exactly it. Not only do we have fake paper money that we've had faked since 1913, if not earlier than that, with a fiat currency, but we have fake gold being circulated over the past about 5 years. So back in 2012, there was some fake gold found in Manhattan. It was tungsten-filled gold because tungsten has the same density as gold, so they can easily pass as the other one. We had tungsten-filled gold bars found in Manhattan, and this caused a panic. That was back in 2012. Okay, and that was the first evidence that we had that not only do we have fake money, but we have fake gold circulating around, that these elite are actually broke is a freaking joke, and that's like that's why they have to try to maintain off all their black market trafficking, is because they're right, they're broke right now. So that was back in 2012. I'm kind of getting distracted. But now we have the Royal Canadian Mint being found with fake gold in it. So I think this will be indicative of a lot of stuff that's to come. Not only do we have this stuff blowing up, but also I think we'll have a lot of stuff by way of our economy being exposed. There's just so much being exposed, right? That's why I have to do these live videos every day, because it's like, oh, JFK was shot by multiple people. That's being exposed. Oh, we got some Nikola Tesla papers being released. Oh, that's got to be exposed. And we got all this going on. So, shoot. Man, it's a tough job out there trying to get all the info out. But I just have a few pieces I'm giving you guys, and you guys can go search for the rest. So anyway, that's all I really have for today. Tomorrow, I'll probably do another one of these live feeds and kind of make it a longer one, just to answer some comments and shoot the shit a little bit. And lastly, for some shameless self-promotion, got a newsletter on my website you guys can go sign up for. Go check it out. Do a daily, semi-weekly newsletter. Short one. Of course, I don't sell your information for that much money. Webinar. Thank all you guys who signed up for my next webinar. One on ascension and the electric universe, and a lot of good science about all these earth changes that we have going on. I'll link that down below. And then thank you all who signed up on my Patreon. I'm actually going to get to work on a little bit of Patreon exclusive content. I mean, I don't like to make people pay. I like to put as much free stuff out there as I can. But of course, got mouths to feed. So thank you everybody who's donated on Patreon. It could literally even be $1. I don't even care. You'll still get good stuff. So thank you there. Link all that down below. You guys have a beautiful October 30th. We got one more day in October, so let's hope we get a good October surprise on our Tuesday. Peace.